Hello, everyone. This is Maria Chung Willoughby. We are on a journey to total wellness, and this is directed towards those that may feel overwhelmed, that may have a lot going on. The first step is to start with a clean slate. So, wherever your workspace is, your work area is, and I'm speaking for those that basically their work area is their home. Whether your personal work area, wherever your personal work area is, let's start with a clean slate. Our work area is our personal command center. That's where all the finances come in, finances go out, communications in, communications out, connections are made, and that type of thing. So let's start with a clean slate. Ask yourself, when is the last time that you shut your computers down? And not just briefly for a minute or so to troubleshoot, but I mean shut it down, meaning close every open program that you have on your computer on your own free will. Close it all and shut the computer down, completely down. Make sure everything's saved where it needs to be saved, and completely shut it down. So this is what I'm inviting you to do today, to push the reset button. There's other ways that you can reset, but we're going to reset our workspace and our work area. Again, close all the programs, give your computers a break, save everything to wherever it needs to go to, shut it completely down. Once you've done that, come back and visit. So this is item number 0 in total wellness, starting from the ground up. Shut everything down. We're going to start with a clean slate. All right, so Maria Chung Willoughby here, journey towards complete total wellness. So at this point, we should have shut down our command center, whatever that may be. For those of us that sit in front of the computer all day, all computer programs closed, saved to where they need to be, shut completely down. So now what we're going to do to maintain our focus is, this is going to be 0.A. We are going to do whatever needs to be taken care of outside of our home, the immediate outside. Check your mailbox. If you've been a hermit for a little bit, check your the perimeter of your house. Make sure there's no weird things going on. Make sure that you're aware if the grass needs to be cut in the front or the back. Check your home for any signage or anything like that you may have missed, or anything like that. Basically, you're just getting a fresh air break, taking a walk outside, checking around the perimeter of your home, making sure everything looks the way that it should look. Again, checking for your mail, and again, checking to see if anybody left you any notes or anything like that. So, all right, so welcome back, you guys. Again, we're on a journey to total wellness, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your fresh air break. Now, I know that some people may struggle with what to wear, or just getting up and getting out to wear things and so forth, but here are 3 quick tips to kind of help you out. It's really easy. You just want to make sure it's clean, it's comfortable, and it's outside appropriate. If you have those 3 things in order, you're at a good start. So just clean, comfortable, outside appropriate, and you should be good to go. So next up, we're going to focus on trash. If you're like many of us, you have little small trash receptacles throughout the house. So what we want to do is we want to simply take that out. A good first step is to get a big garbage bag so that you can put all the little garbage bags in there and just head to it, get it out. So that will be the next step. Again, we're on a journey towards total wellness. We're taking small steps. The first step was resetting the command center. The next step after that, after you got everything shut down, was to go take a quick air break outside, check the perimeter of your home, check for mail, any signage, make sure everything looks appropriate. And then we had a quick interlude just about getting dressed. Some people may struggle with that. If you do have a struggle with that, the pretty easy way to manage that is just to make sure that it's clean, comfortable, and outside appropriate. So CCO, clean, comfortable, and outside appropriate. And next up, on our journey to total wellness, we're just going to take out the inside trash. So basically, grab one of your large trash bags, go to each room and take all of the little trash bags and dump them into the large trash bag, and you should be good to go. So go ahead and do that. Take out all of the little trash bags in your house. And once you're done, come back so you can join us on our next step towards the journey towards total wellness in baby steps that you can manage. All right, so welcome back to Journey Towards Self-Love. This is Maria Chung Willoughby with another segment. So did you guys get a chance to go take out the garbage from inside the house from the last segment? I hope so, and if so, how did it go? Was it good? Um, I went through and I got out the garbage from my office, the kitchen, and the bathroom. So next up on the list is, if you haven't taken a shower yet today, let's hit it. Let's hit the shower, folks. Or if you've taken one already and you know you need to freshen up, go ahead and do that. You want to go ahead and pick out whatever you're going to wear after you get out the shower. If that's nothing, that's fine. That's your business. That's fine. Your favorite night shirt, or, whatever it is that you wear to sleep in or relax in after a long day. So you want to go on and take your shower. As a matter of good hygiene, which I don't think that people in the U.S. do it this way, but to wash your private areas, it's good to get a wash pan like you would see in a hospital or something like that, and squat and do it. And I'm just sharing this because I think it's important, because everything's spread open, so you get every nook and every cranny and all of that good stuff. The soap that I prefer, because it doesn't have, for that area at least, because it doesn't have a lot of scents and things like that, is Ivory. Nice and clean, get it all squeaky clean, all the nooks and crevices and crannies, front and back, and all that good stuff. If you haven't shaved, take the opportunity to shave or nair, or whichever it is that you do. I prefer nair because shaving, I don't like it. It scratches up my skin. So go ahead and do that. Hop in the shower. Go ahead and take out your robe or whatever it is that you wear after you come out. Have that laid out for you. Have your lotions, your deodorant. I love powder. I overdo the powder, but the powder too, so that you can feel fresh and clean and refreshed. And once you've taken your shower, if you haven't already, or if you need a second one just to freshen up a little bit more at the end of the day, come on back and let's continue on our journey towards total wellness in baby steps that you can handle by Maria Chung Willoughby. All right, you guys. So the next step on our journey towards total wellness, aka self-love, after you've gotten out that fresh, refreshing shower, and hopefully if it's hot where you are, you turned on the AC and you're not just stewing in the heat, it's time to get nourishment. Okay, I know you're not supposed to eat after a certain time, but for me, it's time to get some nourishment. If you have done all those things that we've already done and all the prior steps. So the first thing we're going to do is, I have a Brita water gallon pitcher, and I used to have a Brita water filter on the actual faucet, but I needed to replace it, and I think I just thought it was easier to get the Brita pitcher, so I did that. So what I'm going to do, the pitcher is semi-full now. I have an old gallon jug that I fill with regular water, unfiltered water, and so that when the Brita pitcher goes down, I can fill it up at my workstation with that. And then I have like 4 different spill-proof thermoses around the place here, and I fill those up and I put those in the fridge so they'll be nice and cool whenever I want one. But lately I've been putting them in the freezer, which is not great because then you have to wait for it to thaw out. But it's okay to have one in there to use just kind of as an ice one if you want to. So I'm going to make sure that my gallon of unfiltered water is filled up, and that all my little thermoses are halfway filled, so that I can have some available for ice and some put in the fridge for ice cold water. Now, as far as eating, I am hungry. If you need to clean your refrigerator and freezer, let's do that now. I definitely do. I've been living kind of foul. I just throw everything in the fridge or freezer because it's faster and I get back to work. But we're going to take the time to clean out the fridge and freezer, throw out anything that's old that we don't need anymore, that we're not going to use. If we have any dishes that we placed in there with leftover food, let's take care of that too, to the best of our ability. Um, like I said, I've been kind of foul. I've been eating ramen noodles and hot dogs and sausages and toast and things like that because they were easy. But I do have pork chops, and it probably isn't the best for you, but it's delicious. I'm gonna have oven baked pork chops and rice and maybe some beans. So that's next on our list on our journey towards total wellness and self love is nourishment. Let's get our water going. Make sure that we drink that gallon a day. Let's keep the fridge and freezer clean so that we can have easy access to some good healthy foods, or at least foods that we like, ready made at home instead of going out to eat, which can be very expensive. All right, everyone. So this is another moment for our journey towards total wellness through self-care and self-love. Today we explore level 1A, which is clean work area. So wherever your workspace is, go to it. If you have to take it small segment by small segment, clean it up. Just a process for most of us, I guess, of taking things away that don't need to be there, that somehow have ended up there. Um, I mean, I know for me personally, I need to get all my papers and just kind of stack them up and put them in my inbox or file them appropriately. You may have laid down a scarf or something like that there that you don't need. So if you see anything that doesn't belong in your work area, clothing, condiment items, hygiene items, go take them, place them where they need to be, wipe everything down, and then once you're finished, come on back for our next step towards the journey towards total wellness and self-care and love in small steps that are palatable. Let's do this. All right, so this is Maria Chung Willoughby on our journey towards total wellness through self-love and self-care. So the last we revisited, we went ahead and we cleaned our workspace. So your workspace should now be clean. When you look to the left, it should be aesthetically and hygienically appealing. There should be no no toiletry items, no condiment items, no leftover accessory or clothing items. All papers should be filed neatly and appropriately. All electronics should be in their proper place. When you look forward, the same. The right, the same. When you look down on the floor, everything should be the same in regards to your workspace. So next, what we want to do is get everything turned on. So turn everything on. If you haven't already, go ahead and grab your beverages for the day, your gallon of water, and whatever other beverages you may drink. If you have small snacks and things like that that are okay to eat while you're working, grab those. Some fruit is usually good, bananas, raisins. If you snack on grape nut cereal or things like that, those are good, or whatever it is that you choose to snack on that's not going to be messy, that you can do as needed throughout the day without it being messy or disruptive to your work. So go ahead and get your workplace set up, turn on your computers, and once you're done, come back and we'll take the next step. So again, Maria Chung Willoughby here with our journey towards total wellness through self-care and self-love, and small, palatable, bite-sized steps that are manageable and easy to do. All right, you guys, welcome to Maria Chung Willoughby's journey to total wellness with self-care. And we are now on level 2. Level 2 is going to be financials. It's very important for us to maintain our financial health. So what we're going to start off with doing is making a note of all of our financial accounts. That would be our debit accounts and our credit accounts, our bank accounts, and so forth. Start off with debit and credit because that's where our money is coming in and out of. You want to make a note of your current balance on all of those, what needs to be paid out if they need to be paid out. You should have already set up a date for auto pay if you have credit cards so that they can go out, but we want to know where we stand on our financial health. For those that perhaps hid under the covers because they knew that they were in a situation, now is the time. Open up all of your financial accounts, make a note of what your current balance is on all of those, what needs to be paid. Go ahead and take a account of all of your cash on hand, and whatever it is that you want to deposit that. With your credit cards, you want to make sure that I always like to set an auto pay date at least a week ahead of the actual payment due date, so they make mistakes sometimes, so if there's any mistakes, that can be taken care of. So yeah, go ahead and let's get that done. Make a list of all of your bills, so all of your debit, and right now we just want to know where we stand. So all of your debit cards, credit cards, make sure you're aware of the current balance, have it all listed all in one place. If you need a spreadsheet, you guys, I have a great spreadsheet that I use for my debits and my credits and all my bank accounts. And once you have all of that done, make a note of all of your cash on hand that you care to note. And then the next step after that, we're going to look at all of our bills that need to be paid, and then we're going to apply what we can apply to the bills. Once we've done all of that, we're going to move on to the next step, which is going to be our income, our streams of income that are coming in. So for right now, we're just taking account of where our current status of financial health, taking account of all of our accounts and cash on hand. Once you get done doing that, come back and join me for the next segment. Hello TikTok family, Maria Chung Willoughby here on responsibility, avoidance, and addressing tough to face situations, aka the monsters under your bed. Step number 1, you want to address the issue head on. Step number 2, you want to list the steps needed to overcome the matter once you've started the process. Step number 3, prepare yourself mentally. Know that whatever the outcome is, it is positive because you know where you are, you know where you need to be, and you know the steps that you have taken to get there. If it's financials, for example, brace yourself. Go ahead and open your books, clear them out to reset them for the current task, open the first account, take note of the balance, log the balance, move on to the next account. Simple as that. Keep doing this until you've gone through all the accounts, and then save it all. So whatever task it is that you're managing that is a monster under your bed, write down the steps that you want to take as soon as you begin to start that task. Make it clear. So it's just a checklist. So what you're doing here that is effective is you're taking the emotion out of it and you're putting the action into it. And once you're done, take a 3 to 5 minute break, walk around your office, drink some water, celebrate moving towards the next step in your journey, which in the case of finances is going to be resource allocation. So if finance is yours, get to it. Open your books, clear out your books to reset them for the current task. Open that first account, take note of the balance, log that balance, move on to the next account. And again, keep doing this until you've gone through all of the accounts, save it all, and once done, take that celebratory release of tension, 3 to 5 minute walk around the office, drink some water, and celebrate moving towards the next step in your journey. Once you've done that, come back and join us. We're going to move towards resource allocation.